An empowered life has no expiration date. We're all created to do
It's not
incredible
very loud,
things,
Andy.
like conquer summits, catch big waves,
I can barely hear it.
our passions. As time goes on, our bodies begin to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy levels decline, sleep patterns shift, and recovery slows. But our bodies are masterpieces of design, holding the potential to bounce back better than ever. With X39, we achieved something remarkable in the field of wellness and regenerative science that others could not. Unlike traditional light therapy, which requires external light sources, X39 uses the body's own infrared light to naturally increase vitality, enhancing the body's flow of natural energy. For improvements in strength, stamina, performance, and overall health and well-being, with the simplicity of an affordable, non-invasive, non-transdermal patch. As we age, levels of these life-enhancing elements, which are associated with wellness and longevity, begin to decline. X39 was born to bring to the public a product that could support wellness in an entirely new way. Becoming a powerhouse is easier than you think. Harness your body's natural potential to maintain youthful energy and vitality, because life comes at you fast, but it doesn't have to pass you by. Live long, live well, live young. Be the light with LifeWave X39. LifeWave.
Wow, welcome everybody. Thank you for taking the effort to join us this evening. As you all know, we're here to talk about the X39. I welcome everyone to tonight's call. I'm Sue. I'm in Papamoa in New Zealand, and Andy and I are co-hosting this evening. Andy, do you want to drop in and say hello?
Hey everybody, welcome to this beautiful call. Happy to be here with you. It's always so great to spread and share this beautiful, inspiring information. And yeah, Sue and I are looking forward to hosting this call with you.
So I'll start off, shall I, Andy, about telling you these wonderful, gorgeous people a little bit about myself. I'm going to make a little bit. I have two gorgeous sons. They are grown men. I shouldn't say little boys anymore. My youngest is in Wellington, New Zealand, and my eldest is off adventuring the world in Whistler, Canada, doing his big OE, which is a big thing here in New Zealand. I was introduced to this amazing technology as Andy dragged me along, not kidding, to a presentation evening and about the product. And I had no clue what it was about, but it sounded so intriguing that I went along with an open mind. And I was so blown away with what the patch can do and with an open mind and the future of this product that I pretty much almost signed up on the night without even wearing the patch. Then I was lucky enough, my patches arrived within a week, which is extremely lucky because I'm an impatient person and I just wanted to get started. And I'm so glad I did because they have transformed my life literally anything and everything that you can think of. I hadn't realized how bad I had got. I realize now that I was possibly along the lines of getting dementia, struggling to put words together, string words, sentences together, chaotic mind, lack of energy. I couldn't sleep at night, you name it. My hips were sore, and it's all gone. And the level of self-confidence that I have now in the ability that I'm able to even come and do this call and present trainings the other day has just been life-changing for me. So yeah, I just wanted to share it with everybody. So that is me. There's so much more, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. So Andy, share with us, please, what is your story? How did you get invested?
So it's actually a story of many no's before I said yes. LifeWave actually crossed my path, I think, about 5 times. before I actually said yes. So one of the things I do is I am a BioWell practitioner and I measure energetic biofields. And our company, Gaia Healers, actually had a partnership with LifeWave in America. And I was like, oh, that's a no for me. I want to teach people holistic lifestyle techniques and make it pure so they don't take anything into their body. And everybody's going to be lifestyle masters. Well, actually, no. Turns out that's not as easy as you think. And it's not what happened in my coaching business. People kept asking me for that thing. I want something. I want something. Give me something to take. I need a prescription, you know. They're used to that model. And other people had come past and mentioned the patches, and I was like a bit skeptical, thinking this sounds ridiculously too good to be true. I can't imagine this. But then I looked into it a bit further, and then I was ready to go and say yes. The person that originally that I was speaking to at the time just wasn't motivated to share it with me, and Deb happened to come along. And so that was a very good opportunity for me to remember this is what I was looking into. And for me, my phototherapy journey started with a similar device years ago. So I knew that phototherapy worked. But the problem with the old device was it's bulky, you got to carry it around, which you can't actually carry it around. It wasn't portable. I did try traveling with it and I managed to break it a few times. You had to spend a few hours a day using it. Not easy to put into your lifestyle. So this changed my life because it's easy, it's fast, and I can put it into my routine and I get really good results. I've had weight loss, I've had my nosebleed stop, I've had my hair grow back. And these things might seem small, but they're a really big thing, a big deal when you've been putting up with this for years and years and years. And I continue to see improvements every day. So that's why I'm here sharing this beautiful tool with the world.
Amazing. And you must be thinking, okay, what are we talking about? What is this technology that has made such an incredible change in just us two on this call? And it's basically this little patch here. Isn't it incredible? Where's the camera?
I
There
can
it
see
is.
it.
It's like a 50-cent piece. And it is incredible. We'll share with you more about this as we go along. And it elevates, activates, and regenerates us all because we all have stem cells, and we'll find out more about that shortly. So, Andy, do you want to say anything, or would you like to tell us about our incredible inventor?
Yes, so David Smith is the inventor of this beautiful product. So his background was in research and in particularly inventions, and he was working at the time for the US government, I think for Ministry of Defence or maybe the Navy, looking at energy enhancement solutions because they were working very long hours under very stressful situations, particularly in submarines where you've got to have very long shifts, right? And the only way that they were getting through that was not very good. It was taking amphetamines and stimulants and things, which, you know, that can lead to a problem of addiction. So he was working very hard on that technology. But then along came September 11 and the contract was gone and he ended up out on his own again, which ended up being good for us because it meant he was able to bring products to the market that are not tied up with the military, which are his proprietary product under his company. And so it took around over 10 years to develop the X39 technology, which he started working on in 2008 when he started getting very interested in stem cells and understanding how to activate them using that technology. So 200 patents, $4.5 million to bring it to market, 39 prototypes. That is why it is called the X39. It took 39 attempts to get this exactly as we see it today. And it's very unique also to have the inventor also as the CEO of the company. It shows that he believes in his product. He is behind it 100%, and so he backs this all the way. And it's great that he's got this commitment to sharing this technology with the world. Down to you, Sue.
And what I love so much about this is it's patented. And it's patented technology. And I don't know if you know anything about patents or patents, depending on where you are in the world and how you say it, but you have to, it takes a lot of effort to get one, never mind 200, and what it is with a patent is you have to actually prove that it's going to do what you say it actually does, which requires clinical trials and studies. which is a lot of work. And you can see now why it took him 4.5 mil to bring it to market. And in those studies, you can see there on the slide, they found the results were elevating the copper peptides in your body, which included the activation of stem cells, along with improved energy, elevation of antioxidants, and so much more. Too much to even name here. And we've nicely included that patent number, so you can check that out if you're interested in more of the, I would call it gobbledygook, but some people call it research and information. They're nice scientific people. So next.
Yeah, so in 2025, very exciting, LifeWave wins the Biotech Breakthrough Award. Now, this is an award that is a very coveted award, and there was about 15,000, about thousands of nominations from 15 different companies, and the LifeWave product, stem cell technology, took out the top award. So it wasn't something that was given lightly, so that's a really good accolade.
Why the X39, you ask? I can hear you all saying it. It's like, okay, so you've told us all this. So why should I put this little patch, like a 50-cent piece, on my body? Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the stem cells, just in case you don't know. They are the master cells, the building blocks of the body. They play a role, key role, not just any role, in almost every organ and system in our body. And they deplete as we age. Like people don't even know they've got stem cells, never mind the fact that as we get older, they don't disappear, they just get tired and turn off. They become dormant. My mum would have said lazy, but it's not quite that simple. That's why we get stiff, achy, and sore, and so much other things. We get wrinkles and saggy other things. And children have them in great abundance, and that's why they bounce back so fast. Now, here's some interesting fact. This blew me away, and it all makes sense when I heard this. By the age of 30, roughly 50% of our stem cells are turned off. And by 60, 90% and asleep, snoozing. Only that means 10% of those stem cells are actually doing the job. And you go, well, what turns them off? It's the things in our environment, stress, poor food, toxins. These all accelerate the depletion. And if we didn't have these, but instead had optimum conditions and health, it's actually estimated we could live for, guess, should we have a sweepstake? No, just kidding. 250 years. That's why it's important that we learn that we can actually reactivate them. Never mind just know about them and how to use them. Amazing, isn't it?
So yeah, so this opportunity happens by creating solutions. And here we have a solution to some very, very real world problems. We currently have a market oversaturated with illegitimate products who don't do what they claim they're going to do. We've got a lot of people financially struggling, a lot of people with poor health and bad wealth outcomes. And LifeWave offers a solution. So you've got this patented phototherapy technology we're talking about here, plus add to that a duplicatable business model and optimum health and wellness. So it's a prime opportunity for our time.
Now, I can hear you. You guys are really switched on tonight, asking how do we wear these X39s? Well, a friend of mine that I just met last week, she's got this wonderful saying, just slap it and go. Like I wear mine here. And how easy is that? You can wear it on the back of your neck, or you can wear it down by your belly button. That's where they actually tested the patches, and that's where they know they actually work. But our inventor David says if it hurts, slap one there instead. It'll still work. So 12 hours on, 12 hours off. On the 12 hours on, it elevates, activates, and regenerates your body and your stem cells. And then we remove it when we sleep. So that gives our body that time to rest, repair, and rejuvenate. I often say to people, if you're not good at routine, it's great to have it, say, in the bathroom when you clean your teeth, when you get up. It's there to remind you, slap one on. And then when you go to bed at night, hopefully you clean your teeth like we've all been taught to, and you take it off, and then you're ready to rest and rejuvenate. I said it right the first time, right?
Perfect. So how does it work? Well, it's a proprietary form of phototherapy, and it's using a patented hand nanocrystal technology. So this is just a little lattice, like think of it like a little bit of cloth made out of nanocrystals, and these are made from absolutely no drugs, no chemicals or stimulants. It's made from organic materials such as crystals, salts, and amino acids. Now these reflect the light to be activated, and we have light. We are light bodies. We have light in our body. It's like, think of our whole body system like a whole bunch of fiber optic cables running around delivering messages. That light leaves the body, and we can capture that light and bring it back in using these patches and use it to activate a specific frequency to create a specific result. So it's completely non-transdermal. Nothing is getting into the skin. It is just our own light and frequency, and it's completely non-invasive, which is really unique. And here's some of the benefits Sue's going to tell you about.
And all of that you were just talking about, Andy, was actually one of the biggest things. I said I went to that presentation. That really rung in my ears because I think that is such a powerful thing for us. And some of the benefits that we get, the benefits that you can see on the screen: increased strength, mental clarity, reduced inflammation. For every one of those on there, I have actually seen or felt. Now, this is the X39 is about achieving optimal health, like it says on the slide, a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. Now, what we do have to say is that these products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition. It is about that achieving optimal health. Andy, have you experienced these, any or some or more, all of
Oh,
these benefits?
absolutely. So, yeah, having a spinal injury since I was a child, and I've done lots and lots of things to try and change that over time, and I've been able to heal parts of it, but generally not making any forward progress. And I have definitely, for the last 3 months, I've made forward progress. And that's just around the strength, but certainly mental clarity and all those other things as well, and energy and stamina, definitely.
Yeah.
And so the long-term results. So these are some of the things we can expect. So our genes actually start resetting within 48 hours. 4,000 genes are resetting. And of course, the genes are all the blueprints of everything happening in the body. And the blueprints can get out of whack. So if you can reset them, they're going to start doing things the right way again. And our brain can become balanced within 3 weeks. It's very easy to get out of balance, particularly in this day and age. So that's really powerful because it has an impact on our health and well-being. Our collagen, which is our skin and all of the connective tissues in the body, which is very, very important for health, you're going to see a rapid change in that within 3 months. Like, I have already got a lot less wrinkles. I look a lot younger, people tell me, and that's the collagen. And the heart, this is the amazing thing that blows my mind. The heart, within 6 months of taking these patches, the clinical trials showed that on average, people's heart age was reversing in age 8 years. Now, that is a lot when you think about it. Imagine what you could do with 8 more years of healthy, optimal health life. That's absolutely amazing.
And I love that what David says there. It's not anti-aging, it's age reversing. And I think that is quite a powerful statement for him to say out there with everybody. Now, this is amazing. This was a 77-year-old woman. She placed the X39 on the back of the neck. In the first session, they did a brain scan of her, and you see all that red and yellow. That's all inflammation in the brain, and lack of brain coherence. So that's the brain working nice and the way it should do, all in alignment. There's lots of inflammation there. So she was going to be her brain was just in hyperactivity, not a nice place to be. And so then you see session 2, so 3 weeks on this beautiful, incredible technology, no more inflammation. So the red has gone, and she had no inflammation and improved brain coherence. And then on session 3, so this is 6 weeks later, and I reckon this was my brain, because this is how I felt. Complete turnaround in how my brain was working. That's that going feeling like I've got dementia to clarity. It was really incredible. So it can be noted that when she came in, her brain was hyperactive. Her brain calmed down dramatically at the second visit, as you can see. And then after wearing the patch for 3 weeks, her brain remained calm after wearing the patch for 6 weeks. So incredible, incredible results.
Yeah, so we just mentioned before there is a disclaimer that these are general health and wellness products, and it's going to be a different result for people. We can't make medical claims, and we're not qualified healthcare practitioners.
Yeah.
But we do have some beautiful testimonials for you. So you're going to present this for us.
You go. You can press the play.
Okay, so there's some beautiful stories from New Zealand.
And Australia.
Yes.
We love this product. This has changed our family's life.
This X39 had to be something special.
Our son, he went from being bedridden to actually playing Division 2 rep basketball this year.
I caught a virus that attacked the brain. It left me totally powerless in every sense of the word. It was really a hard life. X39 literally exploded in my body, and I was able to think again. I had a brain.
I have had diagnosis of endometriosis in my bladder, suffering from chronic UTIs from probably the age of 14. My nana put a couple of patches on me one day and my pain was just gone instantly. And I have had recurring menstruating cycles with no UTIs and no pain. It has helped immensely with my anxiety. I sleep better.
A few months ago, I got diagnosed with a blood sugar level of 117. If I continued the way I was, I'd be on kidney dialysis and possibly die. I started using the X39 along with SB6. So come down from 117 to 60.
I had a pain in my bottom for 11 months that nothing helped. I had tried all the essential oils known to mankind. So it was miraculous that I met up with Vanessa at the markets on the Gold Coast, and she gave me a patch and said, pop off to the bathroom and put this on your bottom and see what happens. Guys, in 20 minutes, all the pain had left my body. Like, this was total life-changing.
Well, I played a lot of rugby when I was younger. I had 2 shoulder reconstructions. 2.5 years I've been battling with that. Just 3.5 weeks after wearing this patch, and I wasn't expecting this. It completely blindsided me.
The biggest thing I noticed, the menopause. So the brain fog, hot flushes, the sleep. That was a big thing for me. And I didn't actually realize how bad it was until all of a sudden the brain fog lifted. I'm not as tired. I can go through the whole day.
I used to have migraines, very bad. I couldn't do anything but sleep. I have started using the LifeWave X39 patch. It saved me. It's saved me. A big thing I've noticed is mental clarity. I can think clearly. I can do stuff.
We basically have a daughter who had 3 major brain traumas. After 6 weeks of patching the X39 on her body and her brain, it was like we got our daughter back.
I got energy after like my 6th or 7th day, and even my brain fog that I had from COVID, ADHD, my central nervous system. It's been a game changer for me.
Since I was a kid, I have had a sharp pain in my lower back, and they've never actually been able to tell me what it is. I started wearing the patches. I noticed after about a week that it was less. I wasn't wiggling as much. I wasn't taking as many anti-inflammatories or pain relief. It's been a month now and it's basically gone. My sleeps are definitely better, a lot more energy. I mean, it's been over 30 years since I've had it. Different person now.
I noticed a difference almost immediately. As soon as I started wearing X39, the neuropathy in my feet dramatically reduced.
I had a car accident, so I suffered concussion. So after 4 months of concussion, I said, screw this, I've got to try these X39s. Bang. Suddenly, what the hell? I can think, I'm clear, So suddenly I'm operating back at my normal speed, which is flat out. What a difference.
Literally 12 months, I patched and didn't tell a single soul. Can I just let you all know, don't do that. And then I saw the results in my body. My wife started patching, saw results in the first week. This works. There are thousands of people in 75 countries all over the world being helped by this technology. This product gives hope.
So we're forever grateful for this product. We think everybody should be using this.
For us, we would have done it just to get our daughter back in that way.
Wow, so powerful. Always warms my heart, even though I've seen that several times. So it's not just everyday people that are using these patches. There's a lot of medical professionals around the world also using them and finding results for their patients and clients. So that's wonderful. And Sue, can you tell us a little bit about the company?
Yeah, so you can, what is really fascinating, I notice about these figures, and I'm not truly a figure person, but it jumped out to me really quickly. 2021, $20 million company, pretty impressive, right? That's a lot of money. But then you look at 2022, so that 20 million, that was based on the original product that David invented with the Navy SEALs and the US Olympic team. Then in 2022 was when X39 hit the market. Now that's a big jump, 300 mil. And then yearly, 2023, 2024. Look at those numbers, 2025, $650 million. And add on top of that, the biggest thing is the company has no debt. What other companies do you know that makes that much money and has no debt? Huge growth, and it's not going anywhere. It's not fly by night, here for the long term. And what I forgot to explain to you before, the patent is for 20 years. And we're only 6 years in, 6 years in. So imagine what the power of the patch, the power of the patch, woohoo, and therefore the company. So Andy, you've got the best slide almost, I reckon, of this lot. What do you reckon?
Yeah. So what's important to you? What would it mean to you to have more time freedom, better health, better financial security? Just think about that. Because this is what this opportunity presents, the opportunity to do all of those things. Sue.
So I've experienced this one personally. Conventional business, you got it, right? High startup costs. Usually a lease or products or machinery, and David's done all that for us. Thanks, David. High risk, long hours, trial and error, and then there is no guarantee of a win. You've got to hire people, you got blah, 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 blah. The list goes on. Versus the LifeWave business. Now, this is what got me as well. Low startup cost, great entry. You got various ways of entering. 30-day risk trial, free trial, and that can be up to 3 months depending on where you are in the process. You make your own schedule, which I love. I hate working for people, and there's a 20+ year track record. Sounds pretty hard to beat if you ask me, Andy. What do you reckon?
Yep, I have to agree there. And of course, there's also 9 ways to earn income. There's not very many companies that have such a amazing plan as this, where you can actually get different bonuses depending on how many people you have working with you. And it's one of the most lucrative compensation plans that exist in the network marketing industry today. In fact,
and then not only do we get the Biotech Award, we hold the #1 in momentum in the businessforhome.org. Now that's pretty cool. And this little line, that little pink little line there that you can see, that shows that continued growth, and that highlights that #1 momentum. Now, Andy, can you point to that little white box that says 60% in it? And that's what Andy was saying. The compensation plan is so powerful that David wants the money to go back into our pockets, not the big wigs, those big companies. And I don't know where else you can find that. I haven't heard of it. I don't know. Have you, Andy?
No, I've been in network marketing companies where you've earned 10%, 15%. I used to own a retail business. I was lucky to get 40%, and I had to buy all of the stock, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of stock. Believe me, when you're selling fireplaces, they're not cheap. So this is actually amazing. Very low risk. And we have these amazing opportunities. If you do decide to launch into this business, they want to make you succeed. They give you this fast track bonus where you can earn extra bonuses for your first 9 weeks. So that's really, really powerful.
And thanks to the team support, which we get, I got 7 weeks of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, very powerful. Duplicate. Like any business, there are no guarantees. You do need to put the work in to be successful, of course. Anything that we need to do has to have the work. But the good news is you'll be rewarded for the effort you put in, and it's a duplicatable system. And there is training galore. It's free. Where else do you get free training included? And you get this amazing community where we all have our backs and we support each other. And the more people you introduce to the business who also follow the template, the more you'll earn. Duplicate. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. And here's how you could become a brand partner if this is what calls to you. There's many ways you can do this. You can become a brand partner on one of these beautiful packages, and you can always upgrade to a higher one at a later date if it's not right for you at that time. Or you can enter this as purely as a customer and try it risk-free as a brand partner, as a preferred customer. So there's plenty of ways to get started in this business. And so when you're ready to share, you can become a preferred customer who shares with friends and gets a little bit money back towards your patches. You can have a part-time business as a brand partner to supplement your income. You can replace your full-time income. The choice is entirely yours. That's what I love about this. It's so flexible.
Incredible. And then when you are ready, or if you want to know more information, there is this incredible, these two websites. There is this is at info.com. So that's where you can check out more information on the products, the science, the patents, and the clinical trials. Or you can just be like me and get so excited and see the benefit and vision for this company, and you join up as a brand partner. Then you can check out, this is at team.com. This is for our tool for our brand partners who share the products and sell them, and that's where you can find all the training and things like that. So both the business opportunity and the products is there for you to find.
Great. So here's the end slide, basically. And what we hope is that you've learnt something valuable that inspires you today. Because we really want you to be able to change your health and your wealth. That's why we do what we do. And for me personally, I just love inspiring others to help them step into their best lives. So if any of this resonates with you, or you want to learn a bit more, have a chat with somebody, please make sure you get in touch with a person that cared enough to invite you here today, so they can walk you through all of the options and help you to get started on this beautiful LifeWave journey.
And you never know, they might care so much for you, they might touch base with you. Because is this the time? Is this now for you? Make your move. The time is now. If you keep doing the same thing, nothing changes. You keep doing the same thing. Thank you for tuning up this evening. We love you. Stay amazing. Andy, last word. Go.
Just want to encourage everybody just to take that curiosity and just take it down that next step to find out what is possible for you. Stop the recording now if you like.
Well done, ladies. Woohoo!